Hi, my name's Ian, and with my partner Stanley Young, developed the Biodisc. Thank you for your interest to watch this sales training program about bioenergy. We hope that you can use it for the betterment of mankind. It was developed from the heart, to the life of those who need our help. And through QuestNet, we can give those help, those people who need a helping hand. Through bioenergy, we hope we can lift up mankind. So thank you very much for taking up the challenge to learn all about this product. We know it will bring you financial rewards and we hope a better life. Before you make a sale, you need a customer. And the Biodisc follows the golden rules set by the V. You have a customer base of 150. To that 150, you need to add 15% every month. Where do you get them from? Very simply, you become an extrovert with the Biodisc. Whenever you go into a restaurant, you take the Biodisc out and you pour your water off the Biodisc into all your friends' glasses. You take the Biodisc and you move it over the food when it's delivered. You take the Biodisc and you pour your wine off this, or your whiskey, or your wine, or the children's milk. Before long, everyone at the other tables are wondering what you're doing, and they will come over to you and simply say, "What is that?" And you say, "We're selling thousands of them," which is true. "I'm a bit busy at the moment. Give me your card, and I'll phone you later." And that's it. Do not make a sale there. You'll see why shortly. And if you're a foolish smoker, like me, then simply every time you get a cigarette out, rub the cigarette on here. And if you are a very keen gardener, then next time you're gardening, go into the front of the house, get your hose pipe and run the hose pipe off the front of the Biodisc into the garden. I guarantee all your vegetables and all your lawns will grow 32% better. But your client will come from someone who has seen you running water off the Biodisc into the garden. And you simply say, "I'm a bit busy, give me your card, and I will phone you later." 15% on your bottom line of the V's list of prospects. We've got to the stage now where we have taken the card, phoned our customer, and we've been either invited to their home or they're coming to our home. Now, these are the golden rules. Please remember these when you're promoting and selling the Biodisc. Very important. You must tell your client, if you're going to their home, it's better that they have to provide you with 2 plates, most important. So you have 2 dinner-sized plates. You want a very sharp knife. Make sure it's very sharp. That's if they don't buy. You need an orange, and you need a lemon. You certainly need 4 glasses. Preferably clear. And then you also ask them if they have children, would they like to provide some milk? And if the gentleman of the house takes whiskey or wine, he might like to provide some of his favorite alcohol. Otherwise, tea or coffee. Now, they're the props. And the most important ingredient of all is the energy you're going to walk in with. In your heart, number 1, and number 2, in the water you're going to carry in with. Yes, water. Because if you walk in and start talking about the Biodisc, They'll concentrate all day long on what the Biodisc does. They will see the Biodisc and they won't see the effect of the Biodisc. Now please be aware, you are selling the effect. You are not selling a Biodisc. So, most important thing of all, you can do one of two things. You stand your water in the fridge overnight, the night before, on top of the Biodisc. 6 to 8 hours. Because as you know, if the molecules aren't moving in the water, we need the energy to spin through the molecules so we get the energy transformation of a molecular structure. If we don't have time, and hopefully you don't because you're doing 10 to 20 presentations a day, then you simply take your water, your drinking water, and literally pour the water off the Biodisc. And because, again as you know, because the water's molecules are moving, we have an instant transfer of energy. So you've poured your water over the Biodisc into a glass, and you've taken then the energy water and you've poured it back in to another and made a full bottle of water from energy water. So, just to reiterate, you take this in with you, hidden in your top pocket or in your handbag, and you're actually taking in energy water, which is what you're going to show. So then you are with your client and you have all the props you need to make a sale of a Biodisc without anybody ever seeing the Biodisc. We now ask our clients to sit down, and you're talking about life force energy. And while you're talking, you should be slicing some oranges, or as well as the limes. So you're asking your client, do they know about life force energy? They probably know a little bit, but did they know that you're going to actually make these oranges and limes look younger right in front of them? And at the same time, you ask, would they like to be younger themselves? Because the effect of life force energy is anti-aging. So we have life force energy to be shown and demonstrated in the oranges and limes, which I'll then set out for you. Before I slice all the oranges and limes for you, if I may, the most equally important thing is to create the life force energy field. You've walked in with your energy water, and now you're going to pour 4 glasses of energy water out. The 4 glasses of water create an energy field, and in the center of that field you are actually going to stand your sliced oranges and sliced limes, and they will, by the time you finish your presentation, become younger, visibly and by taste, because of the energy you've generated from the Biodisc into the energy water that you are going to be pouring out in front of your clients. Now remember, please always take the Biodisc with you, for sure, but always take and demonstrate the energy water. Make sure that the client has supplied the sliced oranges and limes, because if you don't, they will believe that you have tricked them. So it's better that they're theirs anyway. Always get them to supply the glasses. And there's another reason. Because the Biodisc has its own energy field, if you bought the orange or the lime, by the time you got there with the Biodisc in your possession, it will have already got younger and you won't see any difference in the demonstration. That's the power of the Biodisc. Remember to also take the water but not the glasses, because the glass at certain stages will hold the frequency for a 2 or 3 hour spell. So if you're doing 1 or 2 demonstrations in a day, you think you're very professional by buying the glasses and taking them with you? The energy is already in the glass. So then you're going to have a problem with doing taste sampling. Everybody will say they're all the same. Never take the glasses with you, only the water, and even a knife. Don't even take the knife with you. The knife will get the energy, the frequency from the Biodisc, and will transfer it to the limes and oranges. Basic rules. Remember them and you'll never, never go wrong. Having sliced your oranges and limes, having poured your 4 glasses of water out, while you're talking about life force energy, you now set the scene to make the sale. You place the 4 slices, can be 6, can be 8, depending on the amount of people you're presenting to, in the middle. If you have some children, it's also a very good idea to take some milk in a glass and pour that into the glass and place the milk in the center of the 4 glasses of energy water. If the lady has some face cream, it's also good to put the face cream in the middle of the energy field. You will also see a huge change on that. Then, most important, orange and limes, at least, this is the control, must be 5 meters away from the energy field that you've created with your water. So we're going to pass these away 5 meters. Now, if you're demonstrating whiskey, wine, brandy as a taste improver, frankly, people can save, again, a lot of money buying the cheapest whiskey, cheapest wine, cheapest brandy, and improving the taste of it. They can also drink twice as much, unfortunately, and not get drunk. That's because of the molecular structure locking in the alcohol so it doesn't affect the body. Nonetheless, we want a taste improvement. You simply take an empty glass, stand it in the middle of the energy field, and then pour your cheap whiskey, your cheap wine, into the middle. You can then take the other glass from the same bottle and you place this at least 5 meters away from the controlled area. The taste difference is astonishing after 15 minutes. The same will apply with milk, lemonade, whatever it is, it will always improve. Tea, coffee, it doesn't matter. We happen to be using whiskey here. Life force energy, as generated by the Biodisc, has 2 effects. The first one, you have seen that the energy itself is transferable. That's very important to know. It means that you can transfer the energy into the water and generate as much energy water as you require, or in fact that the family requires. If you would consider this, that 75% of your body is water. So if 75% of your body is water, why are you not taking care of the water you're drinking? And you can say to your clients, and this is true, the water that they drink quite often will not support life. More often as not, if they take the water that they drink and put a goldfish into it, the water will kill the goldfish. And would you believe that the water they're drinking from the bottled water supply won't germinate a seed? And you're drinking this stuff because it doesn't support life? Do you think you should be supporting the product? You can take the very same water and the fish will live and the seed will germinate with life force energy. Life force energy is exactly the same thing that you're born with. You are born with this, but a plant is born with it, a bird is born with it, a dog is born with it. We all are the same. There's no difference between class and creed in life force energy. But when you are ill, the energy level goes down. When you are stressed, the energy level goes up. The energy of life is in this water, and that's why you should be drinking it. You can even dispel negative energies from your home by simply placing 4 bottles or 4 glasses of water under your bed when you're sleeping. you'll have a wonderful night's sleep, for sure. And you will have trapped all the negative energies, because this is creating a vortex of positive energy. And positive energy dispels negative energy. Have you ever woken up in the morning and stubbed your foot on the end of the bed? And from that moment on, everything has just gone downhill. Everything, because your negative energy has attracted negative things. When you're positive, that good day you can all remember remains positive. So this is a way of having positive energy in your life and attracting only positive things. And that's the energy field. The other thing that we create in this water is a molecular structure. And that molecular structure has the ability to detoxify. When you're drinking the water, it can detoxify. It has been known to dissolve many, many things. So molecular structures or biomolecular structures are very important to life. You can see by the time you get to the end of your presentation, the life energy is making the oranges and limes younger. You'll see this shortly. In the meantime, you're getting answers from your client. Remember to ask questions. Are they interested in the skin texture? Are they interested in having a good night's sleep? Do the children get angry? Are they stressed when they're doing exams? Because when they drink this water, they're not stressed. Does the guy like fast cars? If he does, pour the petrol, 1 litre, off the end of the Biodisc and add it into the fuel pipe, and you will find the car will go quicker. And if the guy or the lady is foolish and really stupid like me and they smoke, then you must try and do this. You simply take an ashtray, ask him for his cigarette or her cigarette. They need 2. One of them, they simply rub on the outside of the energy field, on the glass. They do it, you don't do it. And they just rub it. For about 30 seconds is more than enough. And they then light the cigarette and smoke it foolishly in the normal way. I'm going to put this out for the sake of children. And then they light the other cigarette. The difference is astonishing. Even I still cough without the energy in the cigarette. It's very, very strong and very noticeable in difference in taste. It certainly assists the smoker to reduce the amount of smoking and certainly improves their quality of life. Cigarettes are for foolish people. If you smoke, try and give it up. And if you don't start. But if you smoke and use a Biodisc or bio water, you'll enjoy it more, for sure. Now, during the conversation, you're now starting to get to the point where the customer is focusing on the energy, and you've asked the questions, and you're starting to focus your conversation on what you think is important to them. Is it anti-aging? The face cream. Is it going to be the children's stress, as we've already mentioned? Now you get to the point where you simply say, are you interested in life energy? And obviously they're going to say yes. Then please just demonstrate to them now the difference in the orange and the lime, the textures. We're going to see this now together. Now we're going to bring in the orange and lime that we sent away 5 meters away, if you remember. And you're going to demonstrate the effects of life force energy on a natural thing like a lemon and an orange. You can see quite simply from the texture that the orange that has been treated on the left-hand side visibly is more moist and looks younger than the orange that has not been treated. The one that has not been treated is drying out. The lemon is the most important thing to look at, and you compare this to skin. The lemon's cells are much tighter in the one which has been treated with life force energy compared to the lemon, its sister, that was not in the energy field. It's drying out and the cells are opening up. You then ask them to taste. The taste is the closer. Please, sir, madam, now would you like to taste real fresh fruit? You thought this was fresh? This is fresh. And they taste the lemon. Do the lemon first. It's a lemon. Then you give them the untreated one. Don't do it the other way around. And the reason you don't do it the other way around is this is much sourer. It's not just a little bit, it is a lot, because the acid has come out of its cells as it's aging and will fill the mouth with acid. Then if you take the milder lemon from the treated area, you can't really tell or notice a big difference. You can notice there's a difference, but this is huge. It's really, really sour from the untreated one. The difference is the biomolecular structure the life force energy has recreated is more and exactly like an original fresh lemon. It happens with all fruits, whatever they may be. So fruits, lemons, limes, will last much, much longer in the fridge. You can add at least 50% to the date line. If you expect to throw out your fruit or fresh vegetables every 3 days, well, certainly it'll be 7 days before you're throwing them out. Fresh orange juice normally starts to ferment at something like 4 weeks, 18 months when you have life force energy with it. Something like meat in a fridge would last about 7 to 8 days. Well, you can certainly make that 2 to 3 weeks. It reforms the biomolecular structure within the meat or the fish, and it just stays together, so it stops and slows down the rotting process. So they're saving money as well as things are tasting better. Now we've proved the life energy. We may go on to prove then the cream. You would take some of the cream and rub it off one of the wrists of the lady treated, and from the other finger take the original cream untreated and put it onto the other hand. They know instantly the difference. You may suggest that they do it on half the face, and they can certainly see and feel the difference. We've now proven our life force energy, and you simply say, I can see you're discerning people. I can see you're very interested. Would you like it to be delivered next week or the week after? And they're going to say, what? 5 liters or 10 liters of water? No. This is the tool. This is called a Biodisc. And this morning, I poured my water off to generate this energy water. Or last night, I stood it in my fridge, and all the water in my fridge is energized. This tool is an energy tool and generates as much water as you need. But if you leave it in your fridge, everything in the fridge has become fresher. Now I can see you're busy. Would you like to order the family pack or 2 family packs? You probably want one in your office and one at home. And we're going to deliver it when? The next one who speaks loses. Don't say another thing, because they're going to say the next thing. And it's either a yes, 90% of the time, or it's an excuse. Now you know an excuse is only an excuse. It's only another signal for buying. It just means that somewhere along the line you haven't said quite the right thing. And if it's an excuse, you simply say, I'm sorry, I must have made a mistake in the explanation because I thought you were with me all the way through. Where have I gone wrong? Put the onus back on you. They'll really feel awful now. The onus is up to you now to make that excuse, find what the reason was, and you go back. Now, I've explained that to you. Would you like it next week or the week after? Don't say another word. Enjoy selling biodiscs, but only show them to generate your customer team or your customer list. Be an extrovert when you're demonstrating the biodisc outside, but only demonstrate the effects of the biodisc through the energy water that is generated. Wherever this goes, positive energy will reign, and that's down to you. So my friend, I thank you very much indeed.